Alright, welcome back to Brotato. We are continuing our runs at difficulty 5. We've got the precision potato starting it off. And I'm not sure what the game plan is going to be for this run. We'll see what they offer us, but I've noticed that the shuriken has tended to be quite good. So, if we can get lots of those, I think I'll be happy with that. I'll take fertilizer early, that's alright. So, unfortunately, in my last video, I'm still playing around with getting my, like, how I run things all set up. In the last video, I was trying this, like, virtual webcam mode with the Vtuber Studio, but it ended up with these weird black bars, and I think it was a lower quality than just, like, window capturing. But I fixed that for this time, which is good, because it means everything should be a little cleaner now. I'm really proud of myself. I have like 4 or 5 different programs I need to open every time I want to do this. It was like a barrier to entry, because like I was like, oh, I want to be bit for a while and record something and play some Brotato. I was like, oh, but I gotta open OBS. I gotta open my the app that connects I use my phone as a webcam. Like, I gotta open that app. I gotta open Vtuber Studio. I get all set up, and they're all in like different places. I have to go to find them, and it was just kind of it stopped me from doing it. But I made a nice little batch file that opens all of them for me. So now I can just run that one file and start like right away, and it's super nice. And I've been getting into making batch files a little bit more recently. I made another one. So I recently, like I said, I use my phone as a webcam, and I did that recently because I switched from iOS to Android. I got a Pixel 6a or something, but the camera is so much better than my old webcam. I was like, this is silly. I'm using like a decade-old webcam when I have like a top of the line, I mean not quite top of the line, but a pretty dang good camera. And so I got an app that connects it all, you know, and I switched from iOS to Android. So I used to use iTunes to like move my music, right? Because it's all within the Mac sphere of programs. And I thought, well, I switched to Android. I don't need to use iTunes anymore because I can just transfer the files directly, which is what I was doing. But it turns out there's like iTunes and Amazon are like the only places you can buy like MP3 files on the internet anymore. It's crazy. And so I was like, all right, well, I don't want to do Amazon, so I'll do iTunes. I'll take iTunes back. And what was I saying? Oh, right. But I moved all of my media out of my iTunes library. I just have it like a folder now because I don't have to use iTunes as a music player. I use like Music Bee or something. I don't know, something that I like more because it's not in the Mac sphere. But when you buy music on iTunes, it automatically downloads to the iTunes folders, and I didn't want to wade through a whole bunch of preference options to switch the download folder, and then I would probably put in a bunch of junk that I didn't want anyways. I just want a folder with MP3s in it. And so I wrote a little batch program that every like half an hour or whatever, it moves all of the files from the iTunes media folder to my personal media folder of like where I want them to be. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. We have bad elemental isn't that bad. I could take a lightning shove. And I do have the room, actually. I can combine and buy. Early Shuriken 4 is very nice. Shuriken is one of my favorite precision weapons, so hopefully that takes us pretty far. I haven't been focusing too much on kind of what upgrades we're taking otherwise, but just looking at it, it seems like we need more healing of some sort and more max HP because it doesn't matter. We're dead. Anyway, well, so much for that. We'll run it back. We'll stick with the shuriken. That is the problem with this non-gameplay related narration, is that you don't focus much on the game, and if we're doing difficulty 5, you need to focus a little bit. Okay, so what did we learn from that loss? Let's try and think constructively. We learned that we need more HP regen. So we'll go ahead and take that. And max HP isn't that bad either. I think we took speed lowering items too, which may have hindered our ability to dodge, although I was getting warmed up, so maybe my ability to dodge is going to be terrible anyways. Who knows? Oh, and another thing with the setup I'm super excited about is that I have... So right now, my phone, which is my webcam, is just like propped on top of my monitor, and I'm always worried it's going to like fall off and crack the screen because everything's made terribly these days. But I'm getting a little tripod stand, and also sometimes I have to like spend a few minutes setting it up there to like frame my face properly so the face tracking works, and I don't like, you know, go out of screen when I lean back or whatever. But with the tripod, it should be really easy. I can just clip my phone in, and that combined with my little macro batch file to open all my programs, hopefully that makes this all just so much easier. Yeah, so I was talking about how I wanted to get back into this more for fun, and I think these little quality of life improvements will really help with that. I was thinking I might do like some sort of tutorial series where it's like how to be VTuber for free. Because I've done it like basically completely for free. You know, I use Krita, which is a free drawing program to make Vit. The Live 2D editor is free. VTube Studio is free. You get the little watermark, but it's cute, so I don't think it would really bug anybody. And there are other programs too. You don't have to use VTube Studio. And I'm sure those other programs are also free and also quite good. So yeah, I was thinking about doing that. There's just so many of those out there, but no, I don't know. And of course, you can always do the trial version of Live 2D to get like all of the extra features, because sometimes like having only 50 deformers is a little prohibitive sometimes. Like I could not do a full body model with only 50 deformers. I'm sure some very talented people out there could, but I am not one of them. Actually, I just realized Lightning Shiv is not great with this character because we have terrible... Do we have terrible elemental? I can't remember what our bonuses are. Not paying attention. I'm just going down the line of characters. Yeah, I was very surprised I got the brawler on the first try. That was not something I was expecting. Oh, geez, these guys hurt. I did not realize that. I guess I was doing a good job dodging, but, and I haven't been focusing on how I'm gonna heal. So, maybe that is the next order of business, if I survive this wave. I need to look at... Oh, we've got a little bit of both. Maybe I should be focusing on one. Well, this is a good start there. Get more scissors, that would be nice. Thank you very much. Look at that. You You have heard my pleas and you have responded. Hopefully, I asked for the right thing. But, oh, this looks like a horde wave. We should be doing alright with that. It's just those big guys that can prove a little challenging sometimes. Yeah, like them up there. I see you. I see you. You're not gonna get me unaware this time. Landmines, I'll recycle that because we don't do engineering on this family. Oh my gosh, Shuriken 4. Thank you so much. And I can afford this. I can recycle you. I can buy you. Okay, well, it's wave 10. Hopefully this run is looking up a little. I still haven't focused on max HP or life too much yet. But maybe my damage is in a place that I don't need to right now? Hopefully, maybe. Who knows? I just gotta focus on not getting hit and getting this treasure guy if I can. Man, for such a small little alien, those treasure guys sure are tanky. Okay. That's where greed gets you.